Hello everyone, we are here with HB, our brain damage deck, now tournament legal, so everything is implemented and online, up against Chaos Theory, which should make for an interesting one. We have Zed early, which could be good. We have Next Ice early, and we have Batty, so I think we keep this. Also have money, which is always good. So we want a end the run out here, so we are going to do this. Victor's okay on R&D, I think. And let's put a bronze on HQ. Because if they are playing something like Cyber Cypher, at least we're committing one here, which they don't really care about. And Victor could be good with Batty as well, so we'll try and get that over there ASAP. We have Zed for when they start doing things like RDIs, R&D interfaces that is, or other good things. I'm not quite sure. Oh, okay, spy camera. Interesting. So Batty on R&D is going to be kind of essential. Let's see what we can get. So next piece of ice early, which is great to see. It means we can jam this and put this in front of it. Maybe Zed, maybe. See if we can find something better. So we will draw, and we'll put Batty into R&D. That should hold for a little bit at least. And so next silver is good. I would like something in front of it as well though. And we obviously do want to be able to push for the next wave 2. But failing that, maybe we just go this, and beta test. Trashing a spy camera, it's not that exciting for 6 credits, but we'll see. So new remote, we'll put Zed in front of it. Maybe they'll put down a console first, and let's put the beta test in there as well. So it's a couple of good things. Maybe we'll get a next piece of ice resed as well, and that means that next wave 2 is so much better. Because instead of it just being a 4-2 blank agenda, as it was the last time we played it, we'll actually do a brain damage. Always good. And they're doing replicator shenanigans as well, which means Zed becomes much better. Now, usually you see the kind of engine out of Haley. Chaos Theory though, smaller deck, so maybe that works out better. Plus you have the +1 memory, so if you are stuck with Cloudbreakers, don't know if you are playing Cloudbreakers, but you have a bit more wiggle room, I think. So we'll get this scored nice and early. We won't fire. I think there's enough trashables in our deck to make that problematic. We do have the win in hand, in theory. And we might want to go fast. Replicator, spy camera, always kind of scary. Presumably there'll be something like Bazaar in there as well. Beth, always good. And same old thing comes out. So we gotta watch out for things like indexing. Huh, was not expecting that. I find another agenda. Not quite what I wanted, so let's draw one. Biotic Labor is okay. Let's credit and put Ichi on... Let's put it on HQ, because that is where the agendas are. Now you could do the bluff and double bluff of putting it on R&D, but I think we need a bit of security at this point in time. Battering ram. Well, that's going to be good against next silver. Expensive to install, but it will, as it says, go through it. It will cost 2 for the first one, which isn't that great, but as soon as we get a second next piece of ice up, it's saving you money. I think we just continue to ice up, so we'll put this on R&D for free and take 2 credits. Next turn, we can biotic out of Vitruvius if we want. Part of me wants to rush, because obviously it's nice to win in Netrunner, but I would also like to do what this deck is supposed to do, which is do some brain damage. And currently we are not being allowed to. And there's the RDI. So Zed is in the wrong spot. And I did want it over here, but I also just wanted to get a score down. Now, on the plus side, we can put a Vitruvius in here and just credit up. They don't have a lot of money, which means it may fire. We could also put down a Batty with Z. Kind of trash our hardware, which is okay. We don't have a lot of money to be able to score the next wave. That is an issue. So maybe just stick the Vitruvius in there. Credit up. Might be able to get a next piece of ice online, which would allow us to just install this. We could biotic it out then. They seem content to just play their own game though. And no campaigns or anything coming to us. Power nap. So very much playing for the long term. Jackson comes down. So we can just continue to set up really. Put down a Batty into server 1. Which seems okay. We can put down Jackson into a new remote. And take a credit. If they run to trash him, we can let them trash it. And here comes all the spy cameras. There's defective brain chips, but not going to matter at the moment. We'll just get this scored nice and handily. And wait to see what they've got in their remaining 12 cards. I really want to do brain damage, but here we've drawn our Mark's baddies. We didn't find him the last time. And we have brain damage pieces set up. But we found a runner that just isn't running at the moment. So that eats into our game plan. Next wave 2, I just can't afford to score it at the moment. Maybe we go with the forward into play, just to get a brain damage. We'll see. So surely at this stage they have, you know, their breakers and the bits and pieces that they need. Okay, I'm going to install Advance and we'll see what they want to do from there. And we'll take a credit. That allows us to res Z, which could cause them problems here with quite a lot of hardware. And we can also get next silver. We can play a side game to then end the run if we want. If they don't run, do we score it? I don't really want to without a next piece of ice score or resed, because that's the whole point of it. So torch comes down. If they run last click, they're going to be in for a sad time. And there's Garrote. So they have their suite up. Garrote is going to be not too bad. So they can get through. Torch is going to walk through things as well. I don't know now. I would like to find... I think we try and find a campaign. Try and get next ice resed and then score this out. Maybe they think it's not an agenda. So, draw 2 cards. Install this in a new remote and install the next bronze over Jackson, I think. And then we can get rid of... maybe get rid of the food. I think we'll just try and biotic out a 3-2. Hey, so we finally have one online. And now we can go score our next wave too. Doing it the hard way. So this time we will shuffle. It's only 2 cards, but at least they're not getting a free global food. They're going to look at the top R&D. I do hope they run it. We obviously don't res this, do res the victor. So nothing exciting. It's kind of a conflict of interest to be playing spy camera and R&D interface. You're using up a fair bit of influence. Ooh, so we could do 2 brain damage here by playing defective brain chips and bioticking this out. It's a lot of money, but hey, we're here to do brain damage. Let's do some brain damage. So let's make sure we have the math. It's going to cost us 6. Let's play these, and then 3. So 9 in total, which does allow us to res Victor and Marcus Batty. So maybe. Yeah, let's give it a shot, sure. We came here to do brain damage. Let's do some brain damage. It's unimplemented. So how do we do 2 brain damage? Gonna have to look up this command. One, 3. Seems to be shortcut. So there we go, 2 brain damage done. We did it the manual way, but I trust them. So now if they run here, we can res the advanced assembly lines, which does allow us to res Victor and Marcus Batty as well. So it's interesting, like, they've used spy camera, they've seen nothing's on top of R&D. Oh, apparently something is. Alrighty, so we leave them through this. We will res this one. Let's res Victor. Now we could end the run, but I would like to do some brain damage. So let's start the side game. Don't have a lucky dice on me. What are we gonna go? We don't have a lot of money. They have a lot of money. I think we bid 2. It's worth 2. Oh, they got me. That would have been good. And I didn't even want to kill, or I didn't even want to end the run. I was perfectly happy to just do brain damage. But swing and a miss. Coming again for one more look. Which makes sense when you have something like this on the table as well. You don't want to be just taking reams and reams of brain damage. Now we can friends in high places the baddie back. We can also send back the advanced assembly lines. So we will friends in high places for baddie onto R&D and send this into server. Let's put it into server 2 because it's already up and running. Let's end our turn. I will use this on their turn to install a Jackson, just to get us a credit. That is the fear, isn't it? So Edge of World, yeah, pay 3. And we do have enough. And it would do 3 brain damage if this was the case. So Edge of World is an asset, which means you can install it with advanced assembly lines, which is just kind of funny. So same old thing, Power Nap, gaining 8 credits, not bad at all. And they're coming HQ, nothing exciting in here. And we can res the bronze, but it doesn't tax them enough. I think we hold on to our money for the likes of Mark's baddie. Yeah, I think we're good. So they find another brain chips. And that's not exciting either. So we can... Suppose we draw 2. If we can find an Daedalus campaign. Nope. But let's res this instead. Get up to 5. And let's do this. Get us up to 9. If we gain 1 more credit, what do they get? They get a card. 2 cards left in stack. Yeah, that's probably okay. And next turn, if they don't have a way to stop us, we just biotic out for the win, I think. So they're coming R&D again. We can res this, and we can pay 1 into the Psy game. So, it's not going to cost them much. 2 credits. Then we got Victor. And we will play baddie again. So we can pay 1 or 0, because that allows us to still biotic out the EBT. Wow, they're in my head. So advanced assembly lines goes down, they steal the food, and brain chip is gone. So now 2 fresh accesses. If only I was too. So we can send back, like, baddie. We can send back a couple of things, which would be alright. Friends at high places would be a good send as well. We just need not to lose. So I think by reducing the odds of finding something here, it's much better for us. And biotic, that might indicate that we don't have an agenda or we don't have biotic yet. Ooh, got a food. Now they can't afford to run again. Cost them 2. Cost them 4. So we're okay unless they want to take a brain damage. Okay. So we're good. and they do not have a way of getting a glot. No SMCs. So we will biotic for the win. So had the game gone much longer, we were probably in a tricky spot. There's our Daedalus. So Daedalus just keeps showing up way too late. Always when the game is over, it just seems to appear. So pure brain damage has not been working out too great for us so far. Next wave 2 is a little clunky. U2. 4-2 agenda that does not fire or does not do anything if you don't have a next ice, which means they'll have to have run. You have to be able to protect it. It's a bit dicey, it's a bit sketchy. And of course, if they don't run early, you don't get to do anything. So that left us in a bad spot when we were trying to advance it out. But otherwise, deck worked as planned. Edge of World, how much influence is that actually? Because that could be fun out of HB. Edge of World is 2 influence, so that's not bad. We are playing a neural EMP, so maybe that would be a better way to use it. Because so far, getting them down to a low hand size has been very, very bad. Now we had 2 misfires on Batty, both times with defective brain chips out, so that could have been a ton of damage all at once, but wasn't to be. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it, and thank you very much for watching.